Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Bernard Alvarez, and I am the Executive Director of the Global Illumination Council. I am speaking to you today because it is our fifth anniversary this weekend. Actually, on July 18th will be our 5 years on YouTube. And I wanted to take a moment to really just acknowledge this fact that we have been doing this for this long. For those of you that have been watching my channel all of this time, you can see how things have evolved and have changed. When we first started out, I was actually still in my old career, and the first incarnation of GIC was more of a social thing, I guess, for the lack of a better term. And we've seemed to have progressed into what is now the Global Illumination Council, and I'm very, very proud to be a part of this effort and to be the director behind and the producer behind this effort. A lot has been happening in the sense of our evolution. We are constantly changing the site. We're constantly adding programs to the whole network. So let me talk a little bit about the network and where we were, where we are, and hopefully where we're going. First of all, let me just start off by saying thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for being a member of the network. Thank you for listening to the radio shows, watching the television station, quote unquote. And we're going to talk a little bit about that right now. And let me start off by saying that it's been, I guess now 5 years since Hurricane Wilma basically destroyed my business and left me penniless, left me homeless, left me aware of, fortunately, I will say, fortunately, it brought me into a place where I was able to see and just really experience for myself how how much corruption there was in the quote-unquote system. I'm referring to the local politics of Hollywood, Florida, and Broward County. And as someone who was an insider at that time, how quickly I became an outsider, and how quickly I was really just thrown to the wolves, left homeless, left without friends and whatnot. And it seems that we all of us who have chosen to be a part of this movement, for lack of a better term, light worker or truth movement, have had these experiences where where life throws us into shakes up our paradigm, the foundation of our belief system, shakes up our living situation, whether it be your family, your partner, your home, your business, or all the above, like myself. And while it was very, very, very difficult, while I was going through it, there was always that spark of, I don't know if you want to call it divinity or faith or belief or whatever it is you want to call it, spirit, that was always there pushing me to do more, that I can change it, I can change it. And it happened that I came across another YouTube channel, Risa, that I started watching some of his videos and really resonated at that time, really resonated with all of what was being said as far as, going out and creating a community, finding other like-minded people who have disconnected from the matrix, who have had that spiritual awakening, who have had that geopolitical awakening and understanding the corruption that really it permeates just about every aspect of our lives now, unfortunately. And also the fact that we are multidimensional beings, multidimensional consciousness incarnated at this time. And it's not like I have never studied this stuff. I have been a metaphysician since the 80s, and just really was more of a, I guess, a weekend witch, for lack of a better term, as I was still, working 9 to 5, quote unquote, and the grind and whatnot, and trying to live up to society's ideas of myself while maintaining a spiritual side life. It was due to the upheavals within my life that I was motivated to reverse those roles and just take on adamantly, and I will say adamantly, take on the role of the person who I've become today. The whole idea of me doing anything else was completely unacceptable to me. I was very adamant that we, meaning me and whoever I'm working with at the time, and I've been very lucky to be surrounded by lots of supportive people that have helped produce the programs, produce the website, and everything, all the above. That we just kept working and working, no matter the obstacles, whether it be financial, whether it be technical, whether it be lack of donations or whatever it may be. I'm sure if you've been following me for a while now, you probably remember 2 or 3 years ago where I was ready to call it quits because we had no computer, I was out of funds, I had nowhere to live, and it was just to the point where I was ready to throw my hands up in the air. And it's not to say that it's not a struggle. Of course it's a struggle. Anything you have a passion for is going to be a struggle. But there was one thing that my guides told me to do from the very beginning, was to keep my eye on the prize. Keep my eye on the prize. Don't let anything shake my foundation. Keep my eye. And what the prize is, for me, is to be a facilitator for the awakening process, for humanity, to be one of hundreds, if not thousands, of facilitators that do provide the information, do provide the media, do provide the entertainment, edutainment, whatever you wish to call it, that is helping humanity move into this next level of awareness and consciousness. So all of the things that I had to go through, losing my home, losing my job, literally living off friends' couches and using their technology, borrowing their laptops to do a radio show, or giving up everything as far as my personal material things, giving that up just because I couldn't lug it around and I felt like it was a burden, and just really starting from zero again. And I think it was a great place for me because for me, it gave me and gives me that foundation of integrity where I can really be aware when the integrity is being compromised as far as the work that we do, the work that I do, or the message that comes across. There was a time in the very beginning where I was very angry, and you could see that in the old videos as you go back in the library on our YouTube channel, where it was a lot of anti-Bush, anti-politics, calling people sheeple, and all of these things. And I talk about this a lot, and not because I regret it, but only just to I guess, illustrate the evolution of the work. And now we're turning 5, and I can't believe that we're turning 5. And I feel that we're really at a wonderful place now, in the sense that, well, let me list the things for you. We went from having a YouTube channel, and strictly a YouTube channel, and then a MySpace page. Everybody had a MySpace page, back in the day. From there, we created the radio station on Blog Talk Radio, which is now GIC Radio, with 2 programs. We have my show, the Just Bernard Show, and we also have The Truth Denied with Roxy Lopez. So now we have that on GIC Radio. From there, I discovered live stream, which back then was called Mogulus, and I produced and created a internet television station to play my videos, to play the videos of my peers, to show the free documentaries that are out there in reference to our focus. So that runs 24 hours a day, and it's still running and is updated constantly. On a back note, before all of this, when I was still living in Miami and in my party state, I used to be how do we call it? I had a hobby of DJing since I was a little kid. And what had happened was when I discovered technology and whatnot, and this was probably even before YouTube, I created what was called a Stickam account. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Stickam. But, and I would just DJ on certain nights and just play music and show the camera out my window or put funny little statues and have the camera look at that. But anyway, that has been a tradition that I've maintained. To this day, I still like to play music videos on our GIC TV network, which is why I brought that up. So anytime you hear music on GIC TV, keep an eye out and see if there's that little red dot that says live, because that means that I'm there and I'm the one that's, you know, curating the music at that moment. But so we have that. And then, of course, last but not least, we discovered the whole Ning platform and created the GIC. Back then, we had called it the GIC Opening Network. And it was intended to mean like the opening of spirit. Since then, of course, we have bought our domain, thegic.org. We are now premium as far as the level of technology that's involved, thanks to your donations, of course. So we are a premium, premier, social, spiritual activist network. And as you see, if you go on thegic.org, you'll see more and more upgrades all the time. As a matter of fact, just today, we released I forgot what it's called. It's brand new. I think it's called Avian or something like that. And it's a photo thing where they're giving us the ability to allow us to enhance our photos and crop them and put special effects on them and stuff like that. So, you know, the network is, I don't want to ever say we're competing with anybody, because we are our own organic community. We are our own organic network. And for me, it's, I have always held a very active role in the membership and who becomes a member and who doesn't become a member, because quite honestly, we can all be light workers, we can all be truthers, but we all have our own different style, we all have our different focus, we all have our different calling or our own different gifts, and not always everyone is going to resonate with a particular community or particular network, or, you know, a particular website, or for that matter, a particular public figure in the movement. So our membership is, I don't want to say discriminatory, but I will say that we take our membership very seriously, and we hope that the people that become members take their membership with the GIC seriously, which I know they do. But we get a lot of applicants that are just like, you know, hello, or I want to meet a girl, you know, which that's not what we're about. Anyway, so we've been very, very lucky. We have a wonderful growing membership. Our members include people that are very well known in the movement. You know, of course, you know, a very dear friend, Miriam Delicato, Roxy Lopez, of course, and let me not forget the people that are basically posting, blogging. Our members that blog, our members that provide the content, that's what makes the website so special, besides the research that I do, or the writing that I might do, or the videos that I create. It's the members that post the content that, of course, we review and we screen before we allow it into the network. But the whole idea is to maintain that focus. And if you want to learn more about our focus, you can go to the channel, I don't know where I'm pointing, wherever the frame is going to be, go to the channel page here on YouTube, or on the GIC and look for the mission statement, and you'll see what our focus is. And that's what we try to maintain on the network. We're really trying to maintain that subject matter and those topics. One of the things that I love about the GIC, and what I love about, and it has been this way from the beginning, it's never been a problem, is the love and the acceptance and the non-judgment that goes on there. Let me just start off, first of all, I'm already in the middle or the end of this video, but let me just say that I really don't think we would have the strong foundation that we do if it wasn't for my co-founder and my co-producer at that time, Reverend Annabelle Montalbano. She was not only, or is, not only an inspiration, but was a personal life coach for me, per se. Very motivating factor in writing my book. She literally transcribed the book for me. Really just kept cheering me on to do this work. And I think it was that coaching, that motivation that she provided that gave me the courage to really do what I do and come out and talk about the things I talk about and share as openly as I do. So a big kudos to our co-founder, Reverend Annabelle Montalbano. She's not as active anymore, but hopefully she'll start hanging around a little bit more again. Anyway, but she's around. You can find her profile and say hi to her anytime you'd like. As well, we've had wonderful people like Dr. Janine Austin. We have wonderful administrators, Reverend Trevor Knott, who has been working with me since practically the beginning, working with me and Annabelle to help us, pick up any slack, answering emails or anything like that, and just, being an overview person of the network. Now remember, when I say the network, I'm talking about this YouTube channel, I'm talking about our radio station, I'm talking about our television station, and I'm also talking about our social network website. So we have our fingers in a lot of pots here, a lot of fires, a lot of burners, or whatever you want to call it. What do they call it? Those hot things in the coal. I forgot to say, I'm sorry. But anyway, so we are constantly working behind the scenes. It's fair to say I work 12 to 16 hours a day. I do take off when I remember. I will just say I'm taking this day off, and I'm taking the day off. But the reality of it is, yeah, I do work about 12 to 16 hours right here. This is my workstation, which, by the way, thank you, was donated recently. So this is a brand new workstation and an office for me. And it's been a much easier. This chair is a lot more comfortable to sit on for 16 hours than the other one I had, trust me. But anyway, a lot of work happens behind the scenes that people don't realize, I think, happens. We have our administrators that are constantly reviewing content. We have me doing all the video work and the production work for the radio show and the television station. So we're pretty much, I'd say, because of our administrators being around the world, there's somebody working on the site probably, or on the network, probably 24/7 at this point. And if not, it's 22/7. But yeah, there's always somebody there. Somebody's always doing something. And I'm bringing this up because, again, this is our 5th anniversary. I can't believe it's been 5 years already. And this is where we are. And to think of where I was personally 5 years ago, and to think of, the struggles and the near misses or the near endings or, all of these things, it's very inspiring to know that we've accomplished something. Even, knock wood, if everything disappeared tomorrow, all the work, I would know that we've reached millions and millions and millions of people around the world, and just knowing that alone really is the motivating factor behind all of this. I remember my waking up, my awakening experience was very difficult, And we didn't have internet in the 80s, or at least it wasn't common like it is now. I didn't have internet till the 90s. So as I was awakening, I really didn't have anybody to turn to, or I didn't have anyone to compare notes with, or even things like conspiracy theories, or even geopolitical corruption. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it since I was a teenager, but I really had nothing to contrast ideas with. So to have this, and to have this, what me and Trevor and the administrators like to call our oasis in the internet, to have something like this is really wow, just wow. And I'm so honored that I mean, you did it. You did it, not me. I started it, but you guys picked up the ball and ran with it. And it's with that. Somebody's writing on the GIC. You hear that? That was a chat bloop. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that it's because of you that if apparently I'm saying something that makes sense to you, you're basically watching me awaken as well. I'm sure you've seen my mood swings. I'm sure you've seen my channeling phase, my political phase, and now I'm just kind of in the being true to myself phase, if, for lack of a better term. And we'll get into that in the future. I will be putting out a new video in the next, I think it's in the next 2 weeks. It'll be another series of videos. And we're going to be talking about that. It's going to be, I think it's fair to say now that we have a strong focus, we have a strong membership, we have a strong viewership, thanks to everybody here on YouTube, thank you. I need to remember, for me, I need to remember that falling into any paradigm is still a paradigm. And there's a lot of things about the Lightworker movement I'm not crazy about. And there's a lot of things about the truth movement I'm not crazy about. That's why I usually go back and forth. You'll hear me say those words and switch them up quite honestly, quite often, I'm sorry. But again, it's the labels. I don't want to fall into a label. I saw what happened with Charlie Veach. That was, well, whatever. He probably got paid very well for that. But that's my personal belief. I mean, 2 plus 2 does not equal 5, in my opinion. But I will say that I don't want to be pigeonholed. And I don't want to be pigeonholed as a truther, some crazy right-wing conspiracy theorist. And I also don't want to be pigeonholed as some crazy metaphysical, new age, channeling alien type guy either, because I'm more than that. I'm much more than that. I have many facets to my personality and my gifts and my abilities that I can share with the world, and I'm sure all of you do too. So if anything, this would be a reminder to all of us that it's not, sometimes if we get pigeonholed or if we put ourselves into a particular label, we lose a part of what we can be. Not of who we are, because we always are what we are, but sometimes you choke off that energy of what's possible by saying, oh, I'm this, or I'm that, or I'm a witch, or I'm a pagan. And I already left that paradigm, or at least that label, several years ago, because I do feel I'm much more than someone who can do a full moon ritual, or do a little, binding spell or a cleansing. It's all a part of the multifacets of our possibilities as humanity. So yeah, by all means, I am a healer, I am a pagan, I am a light worker, I am a truther, I am a speaker, I am diplomatic, I'm lots and lots and lots of things, and so are you. You are full of possibility. You will always, always overcome obstacle. Time does heal, and also so does our attention. What are we focusing on? What are we focusing on? So for now, I just want to thank you so much for letting me be a part of your life. Thank you so much for supporting me these last 5 years, and I look forward to being around another 50. So thank you very, very much. And to the entire membership, and to all of our fans, and to especially the GIC administrative team, past and present, thank you very, very much, because I personally would never have been able to do it without your support. Thank you so much, everybody. I love you.